All right, good evening, everybody. It is Lake of the Ozarks time. This is going to serve as the captain's meeting for both MOYAC and the All-American Kayak Series trail event. So, first off, just want to say thanks for signing up. Thanks for throwing your hat in the ring. We've got great competition. It's going to be out on the water. Looks like conditions are looking really good. Bass and Bob gave us a pretty good report on the last podcast. So there should be a lot of fish caught. Let's go over some of the rules here. These are all basic rules. Most of you are already completely familiar with how all this works. So if you're not, please go to the website, either at the allamericankayakseries.com or moyakfishingseries.com. Go to the rules section and familiarize yourself with those rules. We are catch boards only. So make sure you've got your catch board. It can be any one of the catch boards. It doesn't matter. Just got to be a catch board. Make sure that you have your PFDs on at all times. If you need to shed layers, it's a chance of rain. Just stop fishing. You can take it off, change your clothes around, then put your PFD back on, then go back to fishing. That's fine. You don't have to actually beat your boat in order to take your life jacket off and shed layers. Just stop the act of fishing, stop paddling, stop what you're doing, change, then put your PFD back on and go. Be safe. Standard catch photo release rules: fish facing to the left, eye visible, don't cover up the eye, mouth closed. If the mouth is open more than 1/4 of an inch, it will be a penalty. That fish's total length will get deducted by 1 inch. So make sure you're taking good photos and that mouth is closed. We don't want to be deducting anything. Also, make sure the tail is laying flat on the board so we can see a nice clear measurement, no glare, and that identifier card is clearly visible in the photo. Anglers that are fishing both of these events at once, make sure that you have both identifier codes on your identifier card. Some of the MOYAC guys, they're in the team trail and the online. So if you're in the All-American 2, you're technically going to need 4 identifier codes on your card. So make sure you have all the proper codes for every event that you're competing in Saturday. Let's see, what else? Launches. Launches are tricky on Lake of the Ozarks, as some of you have probably already figured out. It's kind of limited. Make sure you're launching from a public access point. It does not have to be a ramp, but it does need to be public. Not one of those places that's like just for members only of a resort or a condo or something. That's not really public. So make sure you're following the rules and launching publicly. Once you do launch, there are no out of bounds. So once you're on the water, you can take off and go as far up a creek as you want without having to worry about being out of bounds. As long as you can float your kayak to it, then it's good. If you have to portage over dry land, then that's it. You can't go any past. You can't do that. So go far up a creek as you can paddle. To see a map of the boundaries, go to the moyakfishingseries.com website, and we've got to go down to the link section. We've got a link for every map, or every lake. There's a map. We go by the Corps of Engineers definition. So click on Lake of the Ozarks, and it's going to bring up this map. Now, the borders and the boundaries are dam to dam. So it's pretty simple. If you want to know how far up in a creek you can launch, this is where you go to look. You just have to zoom in. So let's say you want to know how far up the grabois you can go. Let's keep zooming in, and you're going to see a green outline. There it is. This green outline is the borders of the lake as defined. Here we go. So as long as here's where it ends. As long as you launch within bounds, you can then go up this creek as far as you want, but you can't launch up here. You got to launch within the green. So that green outline will be around every bit of the lake. There's your boundaries for Lake of the Ozarks. Located right here on this map on the MOYAC Fishing Series website. In the mornings, whenever you go to launch, make sure that you're being respectful of others around you. The boat ramps are going to be crowded. There's a chance there's going to be a lot of kayakers there, as long as other bass boats. So don't block the ramp with loading up your gear. Launch your kayak, get it out of the way, then start loading it up. Be respectful of others. And speaking of launches, the first launch time is at 5:30 in the morning. So you can get out there and take off, start heading towards your spot at 5:30. Lines in and competition begins at 6 a.m. So you can start fishing at 6. Goes all the way till 2. And then you have until 3:30 to check in back at the awards location, or by texting me or giving me a phone call. My phone number is 417-499-1043. So please make sure you check in. We need to try and keep track of everyone after the tournament's over, so we know no one's stuck out there somewhere. So you can go home early if you want. You don't have to attend the awards. If you do, just shoot me a text message, please. Or if you want to just show up at the Paiti ramp and check in and then leave, you can do that as well. That's up to you. You are allowed to get out of your kayak to fish, as long as you take the photos of your fish inside the kayak and you never leave sight of your kayak. Now, be aware on Lake of the Ozarks that a lot of this shoreline can be private property in places, so don't be walking in somebody's yard. That may not turn out too well. So Lake of the Ozarks is a little different animal, so don't trespass if you're going to get out of your kayak. There are other places you can get out if the wind gets to be a problem. All right, those are the basics. There is a no minimum length limit. Anything you can catch, you can throw up on a board. If you want to throw a 3-incher on there and you caught him, that's up to you. But there's no length limit, so any fish you catch is good. You're going to go off your best 5 fish. Also, we've got in the Moyak side, we're doing the trash pot. On the trash pot, it's for any trash fish you catch. If you take a photo of that, if you're entered in that, there's a few people that signed up for that. It's looking like that pot's going to be right around $100 for that biggest trash fish. Just don't submit it to Tourney X. I know I said previously to go ahead and submit it, but I've got other people helping judge, and it's going to create a mess. So if you're in the trash pot and you have a fish to submit, just bring it with you to the check-in awards. Or if you're bailing and you're not going to be there, which if you think you got a shot at winning it, you need to show up, especially for pictures, show our sponsors some support. If you catch that fish and you want to submit that photo to try and win that trash pot, bring it to me or send it to me. You can text it to me, send it to me on Messenger, or at the award ceremony, come up to me with your phone and show me the picture. And I'm going to keep a list of everybody's submissions. So don't submit your trash fish to Tourney X. Send them to me, okay? All right. The identifier code will be released on Tourney X, and I will also post it up on Facebook, on the Discord channel, and you'll also get an email with that. If you're still not receiving those notifications for some reason, make sure you have all of your phone notifications turned on, services turned on for Tourney X, so that it's functioning properly. All right, well, I think that's about it. You guys be careful out there. Watch out for the other boats on the water. Watch that weather. Chance of rain in the morning. Chance of some gust of wind possibly. So just keep an eye on the weather. And we will see you guys at the Paiti ramp Saturday at 3:30. Good luck.